so this video is actually coming to you today for a really cool reason that I'm personally really excited for. So I woke up today and I actually have today off because I've been studying my CDCs I'm testing tomorrow and going over them like mad for the past 72 hours. So I'm taking a little bit of a break because if I stare at them any longer, I'm going to bash my head into a wall, and I don't really think I need that. Also, for anyone who's been around a decent amount of time, I know it's been a really long time since I made a video with Enemy Affliction merchandise on. This was actually given to me for Christmas from my stepsister. It is awesome. I love it. I only have maybe 5 or 6 shirts of them. You know, it's not really a lot, right? I need more. Anyway, so I woke up today and my dad actually tagged me on something on Facebook. Now, I didn't know at first glance, I'm like, this can't be true, because I was a little groggy this morning, you know, whatever. I wake up, it says the Air Force has changed its tattoos policies, and first I'm like, crap, this may or may not be good. I'm like, you know, this is an AFI change. So I'm like, dang it, this could be either really good or really bad. I woke up, upon reading the article, I'm done, I'm just like, yes, it's awesome. Why? Because you can now have full-blown sleeves within good taste. Please keep that in mind. This new AFI, to put into perspective now, the reason this was passed, I'll link you the whole article, everything you need down below. I'll even show the picture of the general, it gives you the generalized concept of why this is in place for the picture. So this was actually passed because the Air Force was having a problem recruiting people because the tattoo standards were a little too stringent. They were either turning people away because they already have pre-existing tattoos that were not within AFI standards and they weren't willing to get rid of them, or they didn't have tattoos yet, but the ones they wanted to get, and they were not willing to sacrifice getting these tattoos for joining military service. So they were turning too many people away, and they were having trouble recruiting people because they either didn't want to conform to the standard, or they didn't already meet the standard, one or the other. This new Air Force instruction basically takes a lot of things off limits. The article is relatively long. I want to give you guys the very short version. I'm also probably going to have to either make my old video, I might have to get rid of it, or just say it's wrong. I might just make it say, like, put a title in the description like, hey, this is no longer accurate, some kind of crazy stuff like that. But I know Kyle Goddard already made a video on this, but I do it because, like I always say, the more information out there, the better. So I will read to you guys the main primary points of this article. I'm not going to read the whole thing because none of y'all get the time for that, I'm sure about that. But nonetheless, I'm sure you guys are relatively curious. And with that, let's go. So, from the Facebook post from the United States Air Force, big changes to the hashtag tattoo policy are coming when the new policy goes into effect February 1st. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go to the full article and read it to you. The primary aspects of this. Authorized tattoos in the chest, back, arms, and legs will no longer be restricted by the 25% rule, while tattoos, brands, or the body mark on the head, neck, face, tongue, lip, and or scalp remain prohibited. Obviously. Hand tattoos will be limited to one single band ring tattoo on one finger on one hand. The hand tattoos change ensure the ability to present a more formal military image when required at certain events and or with dress uniforms, because we have short sleeve blues and we also have long sleeve blues, but obviously they don't cover up your hand, so it's just going to make it look excessive. Current airmen with existing hand tattoos that were authorized under the previous policy will be grandfathered in under the old policy standards. So obviously, if you're already in, you already have tattoos that will be technically out of ranks under the new standards, you're grandfathered in, no big deal. A recent review of Air Force field recruiters revealed that almost half of contacts, applicants, and recruits had tattoos. Of these, 1 of every 5 were found to have tattoos requiring review or that may be considered disqualifying. The top disqualifying was 25% rule on the excessive tattoos, as I stated earlier. The new policy lifts the 25% restriction on authorized tattoos to the chest, back, arm, and leg, opening up this population for recruitment to the Air Force. So, now this is obviously going to make some headway with policies. You're going to have people who are like, hell yeah, this is awesome, me, because I can get my sleeves now and be in uniform, whatever. Then you're going to have the other people who are like, that's not tradition, this is not how things should be, whatever. Personally, I feel, at least for some aspects of the military, the tattoos have been a part of the military for a very long time, and that, you know, as long as it's not a deal breaker for tradition. I feel as if personally that this is a great thing to have, to want to bring in new people who are still wanting to serve their country and be in the military, but somewhat retaining a little bit of sense of individuality. Now, of course, and I always will say this, service and standards come first. Your individuality comes second, which is why I've had to constantly kind of adjust my hair, which is, you know, it was a little bit longer, it was getting a little bit too hard to maintain, so I cut it back down. You know, you have to be willing to, it's just hair, I'm willing to sacrifice things. Just like if you should have to get rid of tattoos or just shouldn't be able to get them, that's just how things should be. But I'm glad they're opening the doors so you have more options for their people. That's a good thing. So again, my personal opinion is that sure, it's a little bit out of tradition way, but I still really like it, and I enjoy it, and I'm definitely going to take advantage of it as time comes on. Tattoos, brands, and body markings anywhere on the body that are obscene, commonly associated with gangs, extremist, and/or supremacist organizations, or that advocate sexual, racial, ethnic, or religious discrimination, remain prohibited in and out of uniform. To maintain uniformity and good order with consistent of Air Force Instruction 36-2903, dress and appearance. For the Air Force personnel, commanders will retain the authority to be more restrictive for tattoos, body ornaments, and/or personal grooming based on legal, moral, safety, sanitary, and/or foreign country cultural reasons. So again, while the AFI opens up the grounds to more and more tattoos, it is still up to your commander and your command in general whether or not you are allowed to or have certain things. Now, I imagine, personally, that it is okay as long as, of course, they are within good moral standings and they do not become too excessive or distract you from your work or put you in a bad financial spot, because tattoos are expensive and so are brands. They become addictive and a habit. Trust me, I have too, and I wanted more for a long time, but I've been steering away from them because of the fact that, before this new AFI, you couldn't really have them. Now, of course, I'm going to try my best to maintain this because it's an expensive habit, very addictive habit. But again, I just want to get this video out there for all you guys because I'm really personally excited about it. I can't wait to do it. But of course, it's not going to be like tomorrow or next video I'm going to have full sleeves. As much as I would love that, they'd be really expensive and probably pretty painful. And I can't do that yet. But the options are there. And that's what I'm truly, truly excited about. It's an ever-evolving Air Force and it's been changing for a long time. And personally, this is a change I'm very excited about. Other people are going to have their opinions and I will gladly respect anyone's opinion. It's tradition, it's just something they don't agree with, and that's totally fine. But, in my opinion, I think it's awesome. So yeah guys, I kind of had to rush this video out today. I know this wasn't part of my usual scheduled upload, but it's a new thing, and it's just announced today as of this video, which is it is January 10th. It was announced just today. But yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys whenever I upload next, as long as it stays on schedule. May push back a little bit farther to maintain good retention between views and uploads, because if I upload too much, I feel as if each upload doesn't get the recognition it deserves. But that's just me personally. Yeah guys, that's basically it. See ya.